Hello everyone, my name is Xuefei Chen Axelsson and Chief Editor of Green Post in Sweden. I feel honored to be invited to attend this seminar. Today's main theme is media's responsibility in counter-terrorism, de-radicalization and human rights protection. I will share with you some of my experiences reporting about Xinjiang, which suffered a lot from terrorism. Xinjiang has a total of nearly 26 million people, and about 12.8 million are Uyghurs, which was more than doubled compared with 40 years ago, while the Han Chinese population increases only half. Why? That was due to this special positive policy that Uyghurs and other ethnic minorities can have 2 in city and 3 children in rural areas, while Han Chinese can only have 1 child in city and 2 in the countryside for the past 40 years. Thus, it doesn't hold water to talk about genocide in Xinjiang. Xinjiang took a sustainable way to deal with terrorism by eradicating the extremist thoughts. It's against such backgrounds. Since the 1990s, especially after 9/11/2001, the terrorist incidents took place one after another. The most serious incident took place in Urumqi on July 5, 2009, causing 197 deaths and over 1,700 wounded. Xinjiang suffered from terrorist attacks for hundreds of times. It's even spread to Tiananmen, which is the heart of China, in 2013, and Kunming railway station on March 1, 2014. On May 22, 2015, a bombing took place in Urumqi again, killing 39 people. In 2015, the attacks spread to a coal mine, government building, and even the police station in Kashgar area. With these news in mind, I was so worried about Xinjiang's security and social order. I thought Xinjiang was very dangerous and not safe. But when I arrived in Xinjiang for the first time in 2018, I felt it was as if I went back to my hometown. The streets were beautiful and business was booming. By then, it was recorded as 1 year and 18 months that there was no bombing. Peace was resumed and tourism was booming. When we visited the Grand Bazaar in Urumqi, we saw the business was good. The salesman said Xinjiang is safe and life is much better now because there are many tourists and their business is very good. What measures Xinjiang has taken to deal with terrorism? Through website news and information, I saw investigations in the villages among young people and found that ignorance, lack of knowledge, language and other skills, and lack of jobs or poverty are one of the root cause for terrorism. When young people had nothing to do, they were influenced by violent videos and extremist ideas. Xinjiang have taken measures such as providing education, training, and jobs after the training. Meanwhile, central government expanded investment in Xinjiang. 19 provinces and municipalities provide one-to-one help to each region in Xinjiang. Xinjiang's infrastructure has substantially improved. Traveling across the mountains and rivers in Xinjiang with a minivan, I was so impressed by the roads built between the mountain veins and valleys. The new roads rank the widest in China. Fast trains and new airports and subways were built with massive investment. A Pakistan journalist summarized that Xinjiang is using tourism to deal with terrorism. It means that tourism provides jobs for the local people. The people in rural areas can have three kinds of incomes through animal husbandry, agriculture, tourism, and government direct subsidies. Another factor, good relations among various ethnic groups. I also visited a neighborhood committee to gather together with different ethnic groups. They said to live together harmoniously is a lifeline of Xinjiang, because Xinjiang has 56 ethnic groups and they must live together and be united. One of my Uyghur friends has a relative in Hetian. Every year the friend visited the relative twice to give her money and things she needed. This was called to set up partnership. Thousands of cadres and party members who live in a little bit better have a relative, so that these relatives got more assistance and care. To help children to be interested in studying at school, an acrobatic teacher was sent out to the school to teach acrobatics. As a result, the children like to study at school. These are good examples of how Xinjiang provides education and care for people to enjoy their human rights. Thirdly, religious freedom. The Urumqi Grand Bazaar is also the Grand Mosque. In Turpan, there are also mosques. In Xinjiang, the prosperous places are usually around a mosque. To live a better life is the basic human rights, and Xinjiang is trying to deliver this. I visited Xinjiang 3 times in 2018 and 2019. I visited Urumqi and most of northern part of Xinjiang and Turpan in southern part. We visited the China Express Train Center, an important area or core area for Belt and Road Economic Zone linking China and Europe. Later, I got to know that Kurla also got a China Express Train Center. I myself can buy Kurla pear in Sweden thanks to China Express trains. I think Xinjiang has set up a good example in counter-terrorism, de-radicalization, and human rights protection by providing education, training, and jobs. It is more sustainable to get rid of terrorism by improving people's livelihood. In other words, improving people's human rights situation. Education can change people's mind and behavior, and with knowledge, people can engage in work and earn a living themselves. China has taken many kinds of effective measures, and to report these measures are the responsibility of media. After personally experience the life in Xinjiang and see what has happened there, I published a series of 18 reports, both online and in a newspaper with 3 languages, Chinese, English, and Swedish. 10,000 copies were printed. In addition, I also held photo exhibitions about Xinjiang for several times. During the exhibition, media officials, journalists, and many other Swedish people have seen the beautiful pictures and felt happy to see that Xinjiang is so green and almost similar to Sweden, for example, in Kaunas area. You can see the pictures behind me. It's from mostly northern part and in Kaunas area. On September 27th, I also participated in an online Zoom meeting hosted by Xinjiang. Through the camera, directly contacted cotton farmers in southern Xinjiang, woman who has 2 children, a technician company CEO, and an ahong in a modern mosque. These are all very good examples to show the Western media's reports of accusation of Xinjiang based on wrong evidence. And the Green Post have reported the whole meeting to give people a whole picture of Xinjiang. I believe media can play an important role this. And overall, I think the fake news can only stay for a short time, and the truth will last forever. Thank you.